Y'all planning for this?
Welcome back, TPR Nation, to another amazing episode of Tips from the Trenches. I'm your co-host, Micah Shalansky, and in these episodes, I want to dive in a little bit further in depth into one little area that we can all take a peek at to help deliver more value to our clients, and dare I say, massive value. Now, a lot of things we talk about are client-facing, but there's also back office stuff that's really, really important, and this week is about talking with your team. How do you talk with your team? How do you train your team to make sure that you're always on the same page delivering that value? I know one thing that I am guilty of from time is really going through with my clients, my team members, and chatting with them and asking them to go and do something, or worse yet, telling them to go and do something and not really taking the time to explain it. And I run through it really fast because I'm a very high, type A personality, very high D. I want to get in there and get things done really, really quick. And I come in like a steamroller. No one dares ask any question. Then I leave, and I'm shocked when things don't get done the right way. And that's because I failed as a leader. One of the things that's really important to do is when you're instructing your team and you're guiding them and helping lead to the next level is you got to be able to empower your team to train the next person, including to train you. One of the things that works out really well every time we do it in our office is when we have a new assignment, when we have a new task, we have a new value add that we're giving out, one of the things, who's ever in charge of that not only has to take it, but then they have to go back and they have to teach me what that thing is. They have to teach our team what that thing is. Because all of a sudden, when you go from being the student to the teacher, you learn so much more. Now, when you know it's the importance of, hey, I got to demonstrate this to the entire team and do a briefing on how this is going to work and how it's going to empower our clients, now all of a sudden we take this even more seriously and we learn it from a different angle. So one of the things I'm going to encourage everyone to do is, what activity or new task did you recently give a team member that you need to hit the pause button and go back to them and say, you know what, why don't you teach me how you do that task? Why doesn't it come back? It came back actually at one of our retreats that when we were going through and talking with one of our team members, and it was interesting. I was going through there teaching how to do something, and I leaned in and I said, that's fascinating. Tell me more, because I was really interested in this process. And we chatted about it for a little bit. Then I moved on to something else, and I could hear the background conversation in our team members. And one of our team members went to the other and says, hey, just a tip here. When Micah says that's fascinating, he means that process is really fascinating to him, so much so that he's going to come in tomorrow and fix it. And sure enough, that is my tell sign. When I say something's fascinating, that means, man, I really want to dive into this and change it up a little bit. But the order for me to learn that is they had to be teaching it. We had to hear it from them. And clearly, if I need to change a process later, I have failed in my communication with my team to empower them to do it right the first time. So I need to take ownership in that, work with my team more, be a listener with my team more. So as they're teaching stuff, we can understand the best ways to do it. So that's the tip for this week. Go back, find one of those processes that you're doing, that you've recently given out, have your team teach it to you. And is that exactly the way you want it done to deliver massive value to your clients? Until next week, happy planning.
Hold on before we go. Something that you need to know. This isn't tax, legal, or investment advice. That isn't our intent. Information designed to change lives. Financial planning can make you thrive. Start today, don't think twice. Be a better husband, father, mother, and wife.